GCUE.
The podcast you have been waiting for.
6 friends, 6 opinions, infinite laughs.
You're watching history in the making.
You don't have to open up your eyes, you can clearly see.
The number one podcast is GCUE. 20 years of brotherhood. The Q La Familia. Raw, uncut, uncensored, and unfiltered. Bub's opinionated. Why Eddie keep you laughing? Steve will get the tea while Shot tells us all what's happening. Spiritual or natural. I'm here for the thrills. And when it comes to PJ, y'all, please say the real. From quick hits, heavy lifting, the mass to the week. We getting ratings through the roof every time that we speak. PA, GA to the Aspens, turning podcasts into under-table has-been, sports, entertainment, and current events. Sometimes we get pissed, so the crew got a vent. So when Friday night come, you know just what to do. Sit back, put up your feet, and now rocking with the Q. How y'all doing out there? Today's show is gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna take you on a different ride. You know what I'm saying? So we want y'all to sit back, relax, put your feet up. Psych! What's really good with y'all, folks? Don't know what it is. It's the one and only DQ podcast. It's your boy Bug, straight out the 804. You know how we do. Y'all with the fellas, the usual suspects. That's Q La Familia, as I like to call them. Now, when we say GQ, it's not to be affiliated with the magazine or the company, with GCUE. So let's go around and get our introductions from the fellas. Let's go with Bub.
I mean, how do I follow that up, man? Shit, like 90s FM style, stormy weather, late night music groove. Damn, that was a hell of an intro. Hey, people, if it's your first time with us, we welcome you. If it's not, we welcome you back. As you can see, this is a hell of a show to tune into, so you really gonna enjoy this one. All right.
Yo, let's go over there, Eddie.
Hey, what's going on with y'all, man? What's going on? Like, you know me, I'm excited to be here. Let's do this.
All right. Now, before we go to shot, we want to shout out Steve and the invisible PJ. He used to be the real, but he's the invisible PJ. And I'm putting this out there for everybody to hear. Until he come to another show, he going to always be the invisible PJ. So when you see him in the street, call him the invisible PJ. He's no longer the real.
You're not going to see him in the street. He's invisible.
Let's go. At this time, let's go down to ATL with Mr. Suave Magazine himself. Shot, let's get it popping.
the invisible PJ.
Let's go.
That's hilarious. Yo, what up, people? Welcome back. We appreciate y'all rocking with us again.
Already know.
These dudes got me in a crazy situation today. So I'm just going to let y'all know flat out, I did not endorse this show. I did not take part of the planning of this show. I stayed very quiet during the process and the production meeting of this one. So I'm just here as a participant and a voice. There we go. I said my piece. So we're talking about fetishes and kinks and all things freaking just whatever you want to call it today. As you see, Bugs is rubbing his hands together. If you're listening, you could hear his ashy hands rubbing together anyway. So, getting into it. Let's. I guess we got to start with just defining. Nah, not today. Not today. Not today.
Yeah.
Let's. I guess we need to start with finding out the difference between a fetish, kink, and like just being a freak. So, Books, hit us with some definitions,
yes, sir.
man.
All right. Well, when we speak on fetishes is actually a form of sexual desire in which gratification is strongly linked to a particular object and or act, or a part of the body other than the sexual organs that are normally used. That's what a fetish is. Now, there's many different kinds of fetishes, and today we'll be speaking on some of those fetishes. If you fall under the umbrella, join in the conversation. Some fetishes are new to me myself because I went deep into this and I'm going to share some with you on today. But I like to start out by saying I'm Bugs and I have a foot fetish. Let's go.
Yo,
So,
the crazy thing is,
what does a foot fetish entail?
No, but I was going to go in depth.
Foot jobs.
Well, see, it's like it ranges in variation, actually. Some men are able to just look at feet and that excites them. Like just the sight of pretty painted toes or just the sight of pretty toes, that excites them. Others, it has to be on them or it has to be touching them or stroking them in a certain way. It's levels to it. And then some, they like the smell of feet. Sweaty feet right out of the shower. They like the smell of the feet. All that falls under foot fetishism. Now, me, I have what you call a foot/footsie fetish. That means if you messing with me under a table or something like that, I'm all for it. I like that. Females, yeah, you know what I mean? That's my thing. Foot jobs, all that. You want to go up my pants leg? I'm cool with all that. Like that's a footsie fetish. But those are my things. Like I don't look at toes and just be like, oh, nah, that's not me. Like they actually have to be on me, touching me. You know what I mean? Or I like to touch them. That's my thing. But to open your eyes to different kinds, like we'll elaborate on some of them. There are different kinds of fetishes that I was unaware of. And I wanted to share some of them with you.
So let me ask you this real quick, Bugs, because you said it's a non-sexual part. So how do you determine like the difference between a fetish and just a preference? Because like a breast is not a sexual part. It's just a part of the woman's anatomy as far as a ass. It's not truly
Don't sexualize it though.
But
if you that's your. But when
that's what
when
it
does
is.
it become okay, go ahead.
When that's your obsession, like if you could get off on just breast alone without having any after, it's becoming an obsession. Like if you can look at breasts, you know what I mean, and you're like, oh, I'm about to come, or oh my gosh, I'm getting there. You know what I mean? Then it becomes an obsession. It becomes a fetish.
Hold on. If you have kids in your car or anywhere around you during this podcast, either one, it's time to have a conversation about what sex is, or two, send them far away from the hearing of this podcast.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, this disclaimer didn't come out before that comment, but the conversation and the podcast is under explicit conversation, so there is a warning label. You did it to yourself.
You did. And I actually wanted before we go around though, or before I talk about the other different kinds of fetishes, because I'm open to any questions anybody may have all day. But before we do, I wanted to go around, because like I know some of my brethren may have fetishes. They can share theirs before we get deep in the conversation. So I'm gonna move to my left and your right. We gonna go to Eddie.
I'd rather not disclose my fetishes on here, but I will tell you.
Those will have some random chick walking down the street touching with his feet. She be like, "Hey, bulls from the podcast. Here's my toes."
Yeah. Did my toes qualify?
Heard you like toes.
Nah,
cool.
it ain't like.
Yeah.
Yo, come on, man.
Listen, I'm not gonna disclose my personal fetishes. I'm just put it like this. I'm into some shit. I'll just say that. Not literally though. Not literally. Wait, that came out wrong.
No, it didn't. We got you right where you came in at.
What did you say about a golden shower?
Oh.
What else?
All right.
That's what I heard.
Get down with the brown. Come on.
No, that's not one of them. I promise you. I promise you. And that is a fetish, but I'm not into that shit. I'm good.
I knew chubby chasers was a thing. I didn't know that was the chubby you was going for, fam.
Listen, you gotta draw the line somewhere. I gotta put my foot down on that one. Like, nah,
yeah, pump that, cuz.
It's a no judgment zone. No judgment.
Like, I got a panty fetish. I have a panty fetish. That's one of mine. I do. I put that out there. And it's not like I don't just I'm not gonna go into details about it, but I can't.
Hold up, no.
I gotta know. I gotta know.
I
gotta know, bro.
Panties, cause like that's not even a fetish. That's just
because this could be like a you can't go in Victoria's Secrets kind of thing.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Nah, I can't. Like, it's not that I go around the panties in the store and be like, ooh. It ain't that. It ain't that.
Yo.
It ain't that. Like, it's not like I don't. I'm trying not to.
These are used. Are they like new?
So I like
First
to.
of all, Sean, you have to. First of all,
I like to send a vagina.
You can't sniff new panties. That's pretty dumb as fuck.
Right?
I mean, it's dumb, but I mean, you can go in Victoria's Secret and think somebody like tried these on and just
No.
But I wouldn't. That's too far.
That's still disgusting. Because I mean, they still got to go in the actual box.
it's disgusting.
But
It's
if you're
disgusting.
sniff panties, you have to sniff them off a fresh box. You know what I mean? You can't sniff. You can't sniff.
So you have a worn panty. Wait,
he didn't say he had a panty sniffing fetish. He said he had a panty fetish. So it's like there's particulars in there.
I was trying not to, but Blue Bub said he's right. Warm.
Okay.
He's right, because I can't go. I don't want to go in Vicky's Secrets and pick
Right, cuz that's so weird.
like,
man, listen. After this podcast, you ain't got to worry about going to Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Come on, panties.
Victoria's Secret gonna come to you.
Yeah.
So-
they taking you out and shit. Like, yeah, man. Like,
So if Eddie's volunteering to do the laundry, you know why. Nah, babe, I got this. I got the laundry. I got it this time.
But yo, I don't even think that's uncommon. like if you're in a relationship or you dealing with somebody, like it's just turn-ons. And like different things is like,
it is. Like, I like my wife.
Listen,
I like my wife's scent, bro. Like,
period panties. It's not like
Nah. Nah.
Like, no, you're not doing
I don't want no
that.
parts of that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Off the red-nosed reindeer.
Man, let me tell you something. We split chores around here. You feel me? I do the laundry. I'm not up there in the hamper. Let me see what. Fuck nah, bro. I ain't sniffing.
Yeah, you know what?
But fuck.
Nah, you sniff. Nah, the difference is, nah, he sniffing socks.
And you be like,
Yeah,
oh
you
my
like-
God, look at those toenails.
I'm not a sniffer. Oh, sniff
That
the
don't make
feet.
no sense. Yo, look at that ankle.
Man,
oh
listen.
My God. That ankle just got me right. Look at them that toe polish.
Yo, that's not me, but there are some dudes out there, and it's not weird if you like it.
Yo, it is
So-
weird. It's a
Now
fun.
listen, but getting
No
on that
judgment.
point,
No judgment.
but you just opened up a door though. You just opened up the door. I wanted to go around, fellas, and ask, what are some of the?
Hold on. You got a kid in the room.
I see. You saw me. I ain't never been my lip that hard in my life, boy. I was like, come on. I was like, come on now.
You what?
So on today's episode of Reading Rainbow, we're going to talk about the little engine that could.
Nah, we don't
Whose
talk about.
common statement was, "I think I can. I think I
All right, we
can."
good. Go ahead.
And that is it on today's episode of Reading Rainbow. For all the young people in the
But
building.
what that shows is these fetishes can lead to those beautiful human beings that we call kids.
Yes.
See what happens when you snip panties too long?
When you snip panties, they turn into beautiful daughters.
And if you snip blue ones, you get a son.
All right, so moving right along. Let's go to Lauren.
Oh my God.
I don't have fetishes though. Like I think that honestly, I just think that like people are in this shit. I think like everything's just like when you got like chemistry with people, I think different people bring out different chemistry type things in you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have no set thing. Like, first of all, I think the foot fetish shit is dumb because I'm like, yo, it's a foot. And everybody that knows me knows I hate feet. And the crazy thing is I've never dealt with a woman who's had poop feet, thank God. But like, I hate feet and I still give them an average. Like, you know what I mean? So like the foot fetish to me, and I got a lot of my folks that love feet. I be like, yo, that's the dumbest thing in the world.
That's because you hate feet.
Yeah, exactly. I hate feet. You know what I mean? Like, but
You might like elbows.
Turn you on about a foot? It's just it's your bottom hand.
Pretty toes is kind of dope though. It ain't
like that's weird.
Man, listen.
Pretty toes is dope. Like I don't like. I'm not a big like. I don't
They
not
are.
like feet. Or like I don't have a thing for feet at all. It doesn't do nothing to me. But it is when you see it, like for example, when my wife get her toes done, I stare at them. I'm like, oh, that's cute. You know what I mean?
And ain't nobody trying to be with nobody, like I said in previous shows, with no Sally feet, bruh. It just ain't happening.
I get it.
It's not happening.
But like, here's the thing.
If you got corns and bunions and all that stuff, this shit, no.
It's springtime.
Put some socks on.
I don't like baked potato feet. You know what I mean? With the dry heel skin and all that shit like that you see. I do need colors.
Potato feet.
Yeah, that baked potato, that peeled dry skin shit. Like I get it, but it's not like nothing about looking at a foot to me turns me on. Like where I'll be like,
me neither.
I need that.
Me neither. Mine ain't like that. So it's not. I don't look at them and do that. Now, will I look at some and do things to them? That's different. And let me disclaim something too. I know I said, I like this.
Hey, what do you mean it's different? What's different about that?
Because I'm gonna be honest, I just said it's levels to this. There are some dudes out there that can look at feet, get all on, and can probably get themselves off just looking at them. That's not me. They have to be on me, touching me, like doing something to me. That's the difference.
So let me ask a question. Because, I get how you can get aroused by looking at certain things. Like, for example, I ain't gonna front. If my wife came down here asshole naked, I'm gonna get hard. That's just what it is, right?
Of course.
There's no way that I can,
of course,
just climax off of just looking at something, though. That's what I
exactly.
Climax. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I just don't see. You have to touch me for me to reach my point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can't just look at you and go, "Oh my gosh, I'm coming!" Like, nah. It's
but there are some men,
so in order for a true fetish, it has to be like an obsession, right? Because it has to take you into a mental place where you just get so aroused and so excited that you can't control yourself, right? So go ahead.
No, I'm gonna slightly disagree. I agree that if it's a fetish, you do have to be so aroused by it. And my fetish is it's super aroused. It's super like, I'm ready, go mode. But it's not enough for me to just be like, well, I'm done. Wish you would have met me there. You know what I'm saying? It never happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just not understanding. So is it not a fetish then? If I can't, put it like this. If I can't just come off of it without being touched, does that mean it's not a fetish then? It's just I'm into some shit?
I don't know, because like for me, I think a lot of people have kink in them, and I think fetishes stem from that. But like I like kinky shit, but like this, but I think that again behind closed doors, everybody has more to what they like than what the obvious is. Like everybody just thinks like sex, kiss, hug, touch here, there. But I think everybody has things to keep things going extended for a longer period of time, or things that people just like to do, like S&M, things like that. You know what I mean? And different shit to different levels. Which I just think that it's about your personal preference and not necessarily sometimes a fetish. If we OD it, I think that's when it starts becoming a problem.
Now, Shad, we haven't heard about your random fetishes yet.
I've been trying to figure this out for a week. I don't think I have one.
Really? And you know what? You set the perfect tone for me, my brother, because I've been waiting for somebody to say something like that. Now we're gonna go down this little list that I like to call unknown fetishes. That some people may not know are fetishes. And Shad, if you fall under the umbrella, just give me a wink. You don't have to say just that.
Oh my God, I can't take that.
Y'all ready?
A fetish list?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo,
wait. Why is this a Shad moment? Bub said he didn't have one either. Why are you throwing this shit on me?
No,
why I gotta wink?
If Bub falls under one of the categories, he gonna make that face he always makes, and I'm gonna automatically know.
Touche.
Go ahead, bud.
You know what I mean? Now, some of these are random people. I'm warning you now. Some of them you may not have heard of. There's the age play fetish, which to me is a little on the borderline of mentally like
That's
pedophilia.
pedophilia.
Well,
That's
to me, it is too.
Fuck
The
no.
age play fetish is when you like your partner to dress up like little school girls or
Nah.
naughty this. I'm not.
Yeah, nah.
That's not. To me, that's on another level.
Weird.
Next,
There's nothing in there.
Look, next.
Moving down the list, and yes, this is a real thing. Balloon fetish. People take balloons and they're obsessed with the material and they use it in a sexual act. Women rub it against themselves until they climax. Men put it on and ejaculate with the balloon on. It's licked,
So they
or
just
they
like
just
condoms.
lick balloons.
Right,
Basically,
like
to
condoms.
me, that's all it is. But it's called balloon fetish. That's what it falls under.
Basically,
Yeah, that's
strap
enough.
up.
That's
Yeah.
enough.
no for me
The
too.
next one we have, this is going to be a very informative show, by the way, that we're giving you free of charge. The next one on today is blood play. I'm going to do this.
Nah, fam.
No, I'm going to
Nah.
tell y'all what it is. No,
Nah.
it's blood
Nah.
play. And let me explain it for those people out there that have a question. It refers to the act of using blood during sex. There are people that get sexually stimulated off the smell and some off the taste of blood. So they will put it on their partners or they'll include it in their sexual acts in some way, shape, or form. And I'm pretty sure
Yo,
that at least
damn.
70% of you all out there didn't even know that this was a fetish, and you're welcome.
You don't got like a ear licking fetish or like kiss me on the cheek or something. You going me down this nasty ass, ratchet ass list of shit.
This nigga talking about. He said, "Yo, there's a Dracula
You know,
fetish,
blood and little
Right,
girls
I
and
want to suck
poop
your
and shit.
blood.
angel fetish."
Yo, listen.
Like, God
We're coming.
damn.
I'm gonna mix
The
it in.
Catholic
It's gonna be
priest-
some
the Catholic
randoms and some
priest-
familiar. Here comes a couple of y'all's favorite bondage. Let's talk about bondage and the
Nah.
look at Bub cover his face. You see how
Nah.
Bub covered his
I
face?
hate, nah.
Listen.
Nope.
Did you see Bub put? Oh shit! He talking about.
Nah. Like, yo.
Yeah.
So hold on. Before y'all answer, hold on. I want y'all to know every aspect. Listen, by definition, means tying up or restraining the sexual partner, whether it be
I can get into
ropes,
that.
handcuffs, blindfold, sexual or mental stimulation while a person is restrained. Now,
I can get into that.
Nah.
I mean, I'm with it, but
Yeah, me too.
you know what I mean?
Nah, cause you be tied up and you done like got somebody pissed off and now next thing you know you're getting beat with like belts and shit. Like it's just nah. You was mad before you put these handcuffs on. We're good. Like I'm not doing this.
I view shit as a setup.
Nah.
So like for me, like have I tried
Nah.
handcuffs and all
Pass.
that? Of course. But it's
That's what I'm saying.
But nah,
Nah,
it's not a fetish.
one
Let's go
hand.
Back to that shit. That shit, that's maybe like once or twice because when you sitting there and you got them like, nah, I'm too.
Yo, I'm
Nope,
sorry.
no thank you.
I'm more of a.
No, ma'am.
Go ahead, have your way. Do what you need to do.
Take advantage of
That's
it.
me. You be done did that. You be done did that. Your wife be done like fell off the bed, hit her head or something. You gotta call your kids to come into the room and untie you.
Yeah.
Like it's just that's too much.
With a feather and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
these shades of gray, but I got about 22 and a half of them.
Nah. Pass.
What's the next one, yo?
Pass.
The next one is the breath fetish. This is the common terms, the breath fetish, which I like to call AKA the choke out. That's when you like to be choked during sex.
Oh.
Yes, it's a real thing. And some
Oh
love.
yeah, but I thought that
That
was
is,
just sex.
yo,
That's
no,
just sex.
That is like,
it's a term for it. The breath play fetish. Some people, that's their fetish. Every time they have to do it, they require it.
Oh
That's
no,
one of
that's
their
different.
things.
Well, not every
If it's a requirement, that's a problem.
That's a fetish.
Nah, you want to be damn near dead. Like that's different. You like
I mean, maybe
No.
maybe being
That's
dead
awesome.
dead as you're coming is the greatest feeling ever.
Or
I don't
maybe
know.
some,
I don't.
maybe you just get like it so much that you have to be like getting you choked, get you like there, like you gotta choke me, like it gotta be a part of it. Now this last one I'm gonna talk. It's not the last one, but I'm gonna leave these last ones. I'm gonna spare you. We might need to do a part 2. But we gonna go in because I'm informing y'all on a lot of stuff y'all didn't know. This is one of my least favorite ones. CBT. I don't understand it. To each his own. CBT is cock and ball torture. There are men who like to have their cock and ball torture, and I'm sure y'all seen it in some of the movies where the pop-ups pop up on pornos, like just randomly, and the dude that have something tied to it till it's almost purple, and she kicking it with heels and all. It's a fetish.
Yeah, it is.
Nah,
It is.
I don't even like being bumped by accident. Like I'm not purposely doing this shit. Like if you accidentally do it, I'm just like we're about to fight.
They
like,
have these cock rings, not rings, but it's like a thing where you. Like if you get hard, it's kind of like it prevents you from getting hard. Like it'll hurt you or hurt yourself when you get hard. It's like a little. I can't explain it. I could never, bro.
Do they sell these? Do they happen to sell these at truck stops? By any chance?
I can reassure you, but I don't think no parts of any of that shit. Like I don't want. I get mad when my kids sit on me too hard. Like, yo, watch yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You get bumped.
I don't want no parts of that shit. Like,
that's that.
If you ever got kicked in the nuts as a kid or whatever, you know how that shit hurts. That shit, it goes up into your fucking stomach, like.
But it's different. It's different intentionally doing it and it happening by accident. Accidents are like, you accidentally hit. But the pain's different when somebody's doing it intentionally. Like when somebody's intentionally like squaring off to kick you, I'm sure that is very different. That's probably gonna sit you down for a couple of days.
I swear, if my wife kicks me in my nuts with some steps on me, I'll punch her in the face.
It's gonna take you a day. It's gonna take a day.
She gonna tie you to the bed and just start smacking your nut. You the boy. Shut this hell up.
And that's the thing. Those fetishes you talking about, that's what people do. Like that's the thing. To have you, like, as a man, the number one thing you protect is your nuts. Like as a man, the first thing you cover up is your nuts. So if somebody has you bound the fuck up, the first thing you want to make sure is covered is your nuts. Like you like, yo,
right?
To be that, that's why I couldn't let nobody like handcuff me and be like that. Cause like, yo, if my shit just out and I can't do nothing, like I can't swerve if you swing something, like it's over. Like when I get out of this, I'm killing somebody. Like that's just nuts. Like you ain't gonna sit there and play with my nuts and do like, nah, that's crazy as hell. Like. Yeah, I'm good on fetishes.
Straight up, yo.
I thought that was charge, yo. But choking's just regular sex.
Yo, moving down the list, I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with cuckolding, however you pronounce it. It's cuckolding. That's when they get all watching their partner be with somebody else, watching your wife or your girlfriend have sex with somebody else, and you just sitting there. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch you cheat? Nah. That's cheating.
It's not cheating if you told him to do it.
No.
That's they
No, we're not sharing. We're damn sure not sharing intentionally so I can just watch. No, man.
So wait, would you swing then? Would you then swing? So y'all both are doing something with someone else?
I wouldn't swing.
We had this conversation before. I think that brings in problems. That's because it's you've introduced somebody else into your relationship. Like that just it creates a problem.
But it's only sexual. So, you're not really.
You say that
so
now.
Imagine
Jody in your house while you driving to Ohio.
Right. Imagine you done brought somebody into your relationship and they done went the hell off and had some porn star shit happen. And now you down here, you can't match that again? Like, nah.
Looking like
walk myself into that.
Okay, so for me, I'm not concerned about someone else doing it better than me. Like, I'm the man. I handle my business.
Yeah, nobody is until somebody else do it better than you.
Like, I'm not saying I'm the best.
Nobody's concerned until it happens. Like, hey, nobody do what I do. And then somebody come and do it, be like...
It's not that nobody can do it better than me. I'm just confident in me. You know what I mean?
Nah, you be like, yo, put her leg down. Put her leg down. I don't do that. And now you trying to like go Nah.
So
I don't do swingers. It's not happening.
I know a young boy that goes to my barber shop. He does that. Like he's actually that's his side hustle. He's a cuckold, like on some one shit. Like like he really like older white men pay him because his wife has but she has a young black dude fetish. So it's a circle of friends that he takes down. They wives for him and shit. Like you know what I mean, and they pay him for it. Like it's strange to me because like I guess they just all talk about him though. Like you know what I mean, like. To me, in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, they might be setting you for the get out shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they, like, you know what I mean? Eventually, they just gonna have you at a party smutting their wife, but like, that's a dangerous slope. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, but to each his own.
Yeah.
Now listen, while we move down this list, some things I don't agree with. I'm gonna put it out there on some disclaimers. This next one is one of them. Erotic electrostimulation. If that's you, I'm fine. That would be like fellas taking a taser to the balls or taser to her taking a taser to the nipples. That gets them off. That's a form of it too. That's a form of fetishism, and that's something that we're going to skip. Moving right along, we're going to go down to her shoot fetish. Her shoot fetish is when you don't mind a little hair or a lot of hair down under. When you love a woman that has hairy legs, hairy vagina, hairy underarms, or they like a man, you may like that. It's the lack of grooming in those areas.
So is it not hair, but is it like just like over the top hair? Is that what you mean? Like, because you're saying grooming. Because like I like
you talk about legs and all
no, their attraction is to the hair. Like if there's no hair, they're not interested.
So you mean more than just the bush? You talk about the legs, the underarms, the everything.
Well, mostly in that region, because I mean the bush would basically be what it is. Yeah. If there's no bush, there's no. That's their thing.
I guess I'm gonna say this. I don't mind hair, like
at all.
Hair
not at all.
Man, sometimes it be too much though.
Or the leg. Yo, I don't give a fuck. It's a woman. Like,
exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm not down there sword fighting, so I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I see it, like, I'm looking at a woman. Because to me, I don't even like a baldy on a woman. Technically,
exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I need a woman to look like an adult. Like, I don't want that shit to look like. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you, cuz.
The early shit that you said, like, nah, I'm good. I don't need nothing young. I need it to always make me feel like I'm with a woman.
Right.
Bugs, not bugs. Bugs like everything's shiny. You know, it's just like a shiny new car. Just all fucking like that's just crazy. Exactly. See.
I ain't saying yo. I ain't saying a word, bro. I ain't saying a word.
When you play the fifth, that's what it is.
Yo, what is Shaw doing?
He looking for his fetish.
Yo, don't be back there cuckolding.
Back there with his dog. What's that shit called, bro?
We ain't giving no visual. What are you doing?
What fetish is that when you?
Let me find that fetish when you do something with your dog. Hold up.
Bestiality.
Nah, my headphones died. I'm in like the middle of moving, so I can't figure out where my other cords at.
I'm about to say, what the hell? Y'all ain't tell me we was going visual today.
Mm-hmm. What we got next?
Yo, Eddie's muted. Get off mute. I don't know if it's canismalagnia or nismalagnia, and the K is silent, but this is a fetish where people derive sexual pleasure from the sensation of being tickled or tickling others, or even just simply watching somebody get tickled.
See, I don't like this one because I'm very ticklish, so I don't like the.
Oh, they would love you.
Like,
they would definitely love you.
Like I'll literally I get to a point where like I'm damn near crying from being tickled. I don't. Shit's not funny to me.
Yo, first of all, tickling and being pleasure is two different weird sensations. Like to have, like, cause I'm ticklish myself, and it's like to have that and the orgasm. That shit would be weird as hell. Like that probably feel like your bones was coming out of your body. Like that would have to be weird feeling. Like nah. I can't do that.
Man, listen. Nah. Nope. Tickling does nothing for me. Even tickling somebody does nothing for me. It's not. I don't fall under that.
I like to tickle people, but not like sexually,
cuz you sitting there getting tickled, like, oh, does this make you happy? Like, no. Like,
I hate that shit. This is the weird. Like being tickled is the fucking worst. And I'm a big ass dude.
No,
like,
you know.
Tickled.
You know what would really be the worst? If you get tied down to a bed and that's all they do is start tickling you. Yo, that'd be crazy.
That's torture. That's not fun. That's torture.
Yo,
I'm gonna break loose. I'm an incredible Hulk out of that shit, and I'm gonna bust your ass. You better not tickle me. Like,
ball swinging and everything, right? Yo, just butt naked swinging on motherfuckers.
Yo, you know what? I can't with y'all, man. Now the next one I'm sure y'all are familiar with. It's the technical term is orgasm control or edging. Edging is when you hold your ejaculation. You get right up to the point of coming, but then you stop.
Yeah.
That's
Shaw's fetish right there. That's why he ain't responding. That's his thing.
A lot of people been practicing edging for years, but there are some that will practice edging for the sake of premature ejaculation. So maybe there's some health benefits to it. I'm not speaking on that aspect because I'm not familiar. Moving right along, we have the ever so popular, one of y'all under this one, the little engine that could.
The little engine that could.
Yeah, his son came back in the video.
No, it's fine. My son, never mind. Don't worry. Me and my son
fine then. Well, he might fall under this umbrella.
He's an teenager, so
raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have a pantyhose fetish.
What?
All right, just wanted to check because that was next on the list. Pantyhose fetish.
This is weird. This is just a weird ass list, fam. Like you really pushing the envelope with this one. Go ahead. What's next?
Sadism. Go ahead and expound on it, Shad.
I don't know what the hell's that. I don't know what sadism is, fam. I'm not asking Siri because I don't need Apple tracing that shit back to me. Sending me sadism emails and shit. I'm not asking. Like, let us know, Bugs.
Well, I just wanted your expertise, but since you don't want to share, I'll go ahead and.
The shot fronting. Like at least 4 of these fetishes is his, and he fronting. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, sadism is one that I'm not. Sometimes some things, yeah, but sadism is the act of inflicting pain on others, whether it be hot wax or
I can't do that.
handcuffs or like certain things you do.
You sound pretty fucking boring.
I'm not getting tired of bed, getting ball slapped, and getting pissed on, and playing with doo-doos and all the other kind of shit y'all playing with. Bugs over here licking candles and shit and pouring wax in his ears.
Candle wax is not that bad. Don't knock it till you tried it,
it's
bro.
hot and it burns.
No, it doesn't burn. It's just temporary.
So the thing is,
it temporarily burns. Like what the fuck?
So we don't have as many fetishes outside of because some of them shits are extreme. I think I think normal
That's
food
it.
has normal pink.
That is it for today. You can send all donations for that informative information I just shared you to the GQ podcast. We thank you. That'll help us continue to keep doing what we do. Well, fellas, now that we talked about all the fetishes.
Oh, you ain't even scratched the surface.
I know. We know, Eddie. We know, but
we know.
Listen, Shad and Bub, y'all been right quiet. It's understandable. If y'all don't want to share with the public,
I'm fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you said something, like I said, like if you said something that hit the target, like I'm a grown.
Already know, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it's something that applies, I'll put it on. But the shit you was saying with some other shit, like I want none of that weird shit. Like I want my balls squeezed. They about to bust. What kind of shit is that?
Eddie talking about
love it.
If you get hard, there's a device that pinches your shit. Like I'm not doing his truck stop fantasies, fam. I'm not playing along.
Bro, I didn't say I was into it. I don't want no devices attached to me where I can't get hard. That's the worst. I mean, that's like I'll be devastated, yo.
I ain't doing that.
Yo, now I know some of y'all tuned in just to see the Bugs tongue, but I'm gonna spare y'all today. You know what I mean? I ain't
Yeah,
gonna go there.
that definitely can be spared.
I
We
want to
appreciate
thank
that.
y'all for tuning in to see it, though. But you know, just because Shy said something, I'm gonna go ahead and give you what you want. There you go. I had to make y'all's day. You know how we do.
Remember this one?
Yo, they ain't ready. They ain't ready. They ain't
That's not
ready. I ain't even
encouraging.
gonna go there.
That's not
I ain't gonna go
encouraging.
there. Because then I'm gonna have to start motorboating the shit and do all that now. You know what I mean?
No, wait a minute. Like, let's be safe with this. If you're into a fetish, make sure the person that you're with is into the fetish as well. Like, don't trap them in some shit and then start something. You didn't tie them up.
real
It's not
shit.
cool.
You didn't
It
tie
is a
somebody up and now you
conversation.
take on their feet and shit. Like, that's not funny. That's going to be the end of the relationship. Like,
It is a conversation.
you tie me up and took on my feet, we're done. I promise you.
Like it's
There's
important
no
that you talk
trust
to your
after
partner
that
about
moment.
it though, because like you're right. Like you may be into some shit, but your partner be like, "Yo, that's weird as fuck. Don't ever
do that again.
nonsense again.
Don't ever do that again.
Y'all crazy.
Don't ever do that again.
Man.
Like, nothing about that was cute. Do not stick your foot in my mouth. That was not funny.
Yeah,
You
well,
no toes, Shy?
That was not funny. Do not-
Hey, Bub, you want to suck on some toes, cuz?
Bub,
Huh?
somebody just randomly stick their foot in your mouth. It's not funny.
You ain't gonna suck on no pretty toes?
First of all, yo, I'm gonna bite a foot because I hate feet. So if you stick your foot in my fucking mouth, I'm gonna bite that shit. Like that's some bizarre shit. Like,
Oh, suck on my big toe.
now wear clogs all summer. Like, you gonna stick some ransom toe in my fucking mouth.
See, Bugs will love it.
Hell yeah.
Wake up in the morning with a foot in his mouth. Just
Bugs be like a fire extinguisher.
Bugs sleep head to foot
Yo,
on
can we fuck
purpose.
this thing up? We getting
yo,
You got it, Bugs?
What up?
Close this out?
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm good though. You know, my queen, she's into everything I'm into, so all is well. But there's so many other places you could have been, but you decided to be here with us. And as always, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. You go on, enjoy your day, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be happy, be safe, but most of all, be you. Q out.
Peace.